Alright, welcome back to another edition of So You Want to Be a Xenoverse 2 Master. And today's episode may very well end up being the most important episode of the series. Today we're going to
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.
be talking about moveset. So, in Xenoverse 2, movesets matter so much more than fundamentals. Now, fundamentals matter. Don't get me wrong. You have to know how to play the game, but movesets factor so much more into wins. And that's what you want. You want wins. Let me see. If you were building a moveset, you would have to consider every possible situation. Like, you don't want to create a moveset. You don't want to do the Burko. Like, you see Burko doing all those moveset theme videos. They'll never work on real players. I mean, I don't see how people haven't caught on to him playing planted players or fake players in his matches, but whatever, that's his deal, whatever he does. But in a real match, you want to consider every possible outcome, every situation that could be thrown your way in a fight. So let me give you an example. On every moveset I carry, I typically carry, you guessed it, Punisher Drive. Now, it's not to spam Punisher Drive. It's to punish runners. It's people who like to snap vanish away. They want to run away all match, or you get those people who start off the match with Hit or Goku and they're just going to slow drift to the side because characters like that unfairly start the match with more health than what a CAC can start with. Well, all they're going to do is they're going to slow drift. They're going to make you come to them. And if you start dashing at them, what are they going to do? They're going to snap vanish and then try to grab you or try to poke you and then continue running in that method. Now, the way that you deal with that is Punisher Drive. Punisher Drive is a move where you get close enough, you can get close enough to them and instantly trigger the move, and you will get your damage off on them and they will have to fight you the rest of the match. Remember, most online matches end up being who has the most health, and the person who has the most health controls the tempo of the match. Now, we got Punisher Drive covered. That's for runners. That's how you deal with runners. What's the next move? A combination. So, I'm the one who coined the Dragon Flash Bullet Go-Go Gun build. And the reason I invented this combination is to fight runners. People who are gonna just typically reverse dash you or snap vanish spam you when you use an ultimate, or if you try to approach them for melee hand-to-hand combat, they're gonna run on you, snap vanish, and keep on running away. Well, with the Go-Go Gum Dragon Flash build, when you do get your hands on them, you are gonna make up for the damage and for the lost time because of them running. That's why builds like these exist. Now, you can supplement the Dragon Flash Bullet with Flash Bomber. Flash Bomber, I don't know, it works in more scenarios. Like, you don't even really have to have the Go-Go Gun to use Flash Bomber. It's just that the damage output compared to Dragon Flash Bullet is really, really low. But if you wanted to be unique and use the Flash Bomber Go-Go Gun build, you could do that. But you have to have two moves that play off of each other really well. So, Go-Go Gum, Dragon Flash Bullet. Now, the fourth move on the regular moves is really a toss-up. It's just really whatever. If you want to use, let's say, Death Beam, if you want to combo and throw in some Death Beam combos, or let's say you want to use a wild card move like Tyrant Lancer or Gravity Impact, or any move that you just wanted to play around with, that's what that fourth slot is for. You got all three of your moves in case you have runners, and you have your fourth move just for style, just for flair, whatever you want to do. Now, ultimate choices, they don't matter. ultimates typically don't matter in this game because they've put so many methods into guard breaking you while you're using an ultimate that it really just doesn't matter. That's why in a competitive match, unless they're landing the killing blow on you, you will not see an ultimate. Ultimates are non-existent in this game in a serious match. Now you might see 4 times Kamehameha, but again, it's gonna be when your stamina broken, when you can't escape, when you're about to die. You might see 4 times Kamehameha. You might see a final Kamehameha. To be honest, most ultimates you're gonna see them in expert missions. You're gonna see them in raids and things of that nature. So that's why I say they don't really matter. But if you had to, because you have Punisher Drive on, you could use Mystic Flash. That's a potent combo. That move, it punishes vanishers, people who aren't expecting it. So I mean, there's that. Also, you have Super Key Explosion, or if you wanted to be flashy with it, you could use Super Electric Strike. I mean, there's a couple of moves. I'm just saying that most ultimates in general suck, and you don't want to use them in competitive matches. Now, escape moves, that's the same situation. Most escape moves suck except for 3 or 4. Like, you have people who use hyper movement, which really does need to be nerfed. I mean, there's already a lot of ways to guard break people out of ultimates. Like, you could do it the good old-fashioned way and use a reverse aura dash, or you can move right in close to them and hold triangle and guard break them out of the ultimate. It's so many ways to ruin ultimates in this game. That's why they have no presence online at all. So that's just the way that it is. But escape moves, hyper movement needs to be nerfed, but right now it's the meta escape move. Then you have Absolute Zero and Dragon's Burn, which I use Absolute Zero. People whine about it, people cry about it, but it's a move to keep people from running, because even if you get into a hand-to-hand fight, people are just going to try to snap vanish out of the way. They're going to get a little bit of melee damage off of you and then run. Well, if you're smart about using your Absolute Zero and you use it at certain animations, you can catch them and punish them. Now, Dragon's Burn is arguably better, and the reason why is because when you're using Absolute Zero, when you hit your opponent, you're knocking them out of the way. Whereas when you use Dragon's Burn, when you hit them, you can combo off of the Dragon's Burn. So it's really, it's a pick your poison type deal. Both moves are good, but for all intents and purposes, for being meta, you would have to use Dragon's Burn. Let's see, what else? We covered escape moves, we covered ultimates, we covered all the moves on the list. I guess that's it. I mean, really, if you wanted to supplement the Punisher Drive, if you wanted to stray away from Punisher Drive, you could use Shiny Slash. You could use Freedom Kick. It's just really whatever you want to do. You don't have to be stuck with what I'm teaching you as far as having moves that chase runners. Sudden Storm, don't buy into the BS. You're spending 2 key bars to do shit damage, and most people will just snap vanish out of the way. That move was really, really overrated, and you hardly see it online anymore because it's so easy to defuse. Let's see. We talked about the 4th move being a free move for whatever you wanted. That's really it. That's all to be taught about move sets. Have a meta move set. Pick the moves that accentuate your playstyle. So that's what I want to teach you guys in today's So You Want to Be a Xenoverse 2 Master Edition. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also turn on notifications so that you do know when I go live. Also, be a true perfectionist and share this video all over the internet. Share it with your girlfriend, share it with your side chick, all that good stuff. Also, follow me on Twitch, Twitter as well, and I will see you in the next video.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah.